In many places in the world, torture is routine. For everyday poor people in most countries, it's the norm. You're picked up by the police and you're tortured as the cheapest form of investigation. And what bothered me is that this was a huge problem, but it was a solvable problem. That torture was really largely an economic issue for many countries. The system was broken and there was something that we could do.
India Today's special investigation team has unmasked the vicious cycle of torture and corruption.
United Nations Human Rights Chief has warned of a sharp increase in the use of torture and ill treatment in Burundi.
The Mexican government asserts allegations of torture are only isolated cases.
There are people who are completely lost in the justice system. In many countries, just the typical mechanics are that somebody can be picked up, and whether they're guilty or not may not have anything to do with it. A lot of times it's just they're in the wrong place in the wrong time, or it's an economic issue. Someone's looking for a bribe, someone's looking for something. And if you have no money, then number one, you're very, very likely to be tortured. And number two, many people languish in jail from days to months to years to decades because they don't have a lawyer. We want to protect those people by giving them a lawyer. We're really looking at systematic early access to a lawyer, meaning every person who comes in will receive early access to a lawyer. And this happens by working together with the whole ecosystem, including the governments, judges, prosecutors, police, prison systems. We also implement campaigns so that the general public knows what their rights are, and then we set up defender resource centers. There are always people within the system who are tired of it. Most people are tired of seeing people being tortured. Most people are tired of broken down legal systems. And governments know that at the end of the day, the bedrock of a stable society has to do with the rule of law. It was a problem that was just waiting to be solved, meaning international bridges of justice first started in one country and then two. And then very quickly we started receiving requests throughout almost every corner of the world. We can see that there's been huge shifts in culture throughout the world on this one issue of ending investigative torture by putting a lawyer early on. And that's really wonderful that there's progress. Lots more needs to be made, but there's sort of a wave of belief that we can do this together.